The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Once again, my name is Dr. Anthony Osegale, a diplomat with Global World Trade, and I'm absolutely delighted to have every one of you on this call this evening. Welcome. Now, this call is a very, very special one. You will be trained, you will be equipped, to take your business to the heights that you desire to. And I guarantee you, putting the things you will be taught today to work, you definitely will experience a very high percentage increase in the results that you get, especially when it has to do with prospecting and getting those VIP customers, running into your mall and doing business with you. And we have a very, very amazing personality who will be taking us through this training today, and we're dealing with handling objections. And we had the opportunity of having the first part of this a couple of weeks ago. And if you missed that call, you need to get to the YouTube page, and download it, But this is the part two of it, and we have the same amazing person handling the call tonight. Now, our presenter for today is Regional Ambassador Abdur Razaq. Regional Ambassador Abdur Razaq, came to Abuja in 1999 to expand um, his family business known as Dura Clean Specialists, and he became frustrated because of a lot of corruption in the system. Several times he said that proposals were hijacked and he had to bribe to get contracts and stuff like that. And his income was not enough to provide the kind of lifestyle that he desired. You know, and he began to look into MLM. From that point, and he heard about MLM before and he wasn't really so interested, and he made up his mind never to really get involved with it, but out of respect for a particular individual, he listened and did his due diligence and found the opportunity and joined um, the particular business that he got involved with then. And he has been a networker for 7 years and made significant income. But a couple of months, a few months ago, he says, he stumbled upon GWT and started a business for his wife, but took over the business after discovering the amazing opportunity the company offers. And guess what? This wonderful, wonderful personality won the 2014 Corporate Recognition Award. He achieved $10,000 in monthly income in 5 months. That's the fastest in the history of global world trade. Also, he accomplished 25,000 a month 2 months after he hit that landmark of $10,000 a month, that he did within 5 months. And he has earned over $100,000 in 12 months, making him a six-figure club member. And also, he became a regional ambassador and a shareholder of Global World Trade. I'd just like to bring on this amazing personality, someone that we, very lovingly refer to as Mr. MLM. You know, uh, uh, Hello, Abdul, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening, Dr. Anthony. How are you?
Wow, fantastic. ROA, the call is yours. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody, here in Nigeria, and good afternoon if you're in the afternoon time, anywhere you are, and good morning as well. My name is Abdur Razaq, and I'm so excited, delighted once again to be on this call. It's a privilege and
Maybe what's happening? Yeah, my connection went off.
Dr. Anthony, can everybody see my screen?
Okay, no, sorry, we can't see your screen. Can you just put it back up?
Wow. Hello, Dr. Anthony.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
What
I can't see. Yeah, there's a little internet fluctuation, I believe. Um, can you just share the screen again?
Okay. Okay. Let me try to do that. Just a minute.
You know, sorry, folks. Sometimes
Okay.
the connection can be a bit funny.
Sometimes it's okay. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. It's saying we're waiting to
You can
view
see my screen,
Abdur.
right?
Not yet. It's saying waiting to view Abdur Razaq's screen.
Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay. So we'll just wait patiently.
Yeah.
Just let me know once you can see the screen.
Okay. Let me do something. Let's change this
Okay.
and then send it right back to you.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try share the screen again now.
Okay. All right. It should be okay now. So can you see my screen now?
Yeah, it's back.
You
Yeah,
should be able
thank
to
you
see
so
my
very much.
screen now.
Yes, the screen is back. Take it on.
Okay, fantastic. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, was just a brief, glitch in the system. So we'll just, can I go on?
Yes, please go on. Maybe you should just
Dr. Anthony, can I go on?
yeah, maybe you should just start,
Okay.
from the previous slide.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the truth about handling objections are just unanswered questions. So we are consultants, and consultants answer questions. That's what you do. That's your role every time that you're talking with your prospect. You just listen to their question and provide answers to the questions. Now, most of the questions that people ask are usually due to lack of knowledge. They don't have knowledge maybe about the direct sales industry, what a lot of people understand as network marketing, or they don't have, in fact, they won't have knowledge about global wealth trade. That's the opportunity you're sharing with them. So be very, very calm, be very, very patient, just listen. You want to be very pleasant, okay? You want to be very very calm, very pleasant. You want to get past the no. And in doing so, you don't want to raise unnecessary objections yourself. So they are raising objections. You don't want to raise more objections. You will raise more objections if you talk too much. So you want to talk less and listen more. 60% of consumers say no 4 times before making a purchase. In fact, like I mentioned earlier, it's actually 7 times. All right, this is just a lower standard. People will say no 7 times before they make a purchase. All right, you fail. A lot of people fail because they give up too soon. You need to be patient. You need to be very, very patient. All right, and be very gentle about it. Don't be too forward. Don't be too aggressive. All right, consumers want to buy, they just don't want to be sold. Okay, so you don't want to come across as somebody who just wants to sell, our products, or you want to sell our business opportunity. No, you want to be a consultant. You want to be able to make them very comfortable. All right, so how you respond is extremely very important. You don't want to be defensive, because if you are defensive, you're planting a doubt in them and they begin to doubt you. And you don't want also to be offensive, because if you're offensive, if you're rude, if you're aggressive, you're pushing them away. So our goal is education and understanding. That's always been my goal. You want to educate, and this works both ways. It works for you and it works for your prospect, because when you educate yourself about GWT, about our business, about our products, guess what? It's easy for you to educate another person. Once you understand our products and our business opportunity, it's very easy for you to pass that understanding to somebody else. So you don't want to win an argument. It's not about digging in your heel and trying to be, the one who comes out the winner. Our job is to help people. They're in the blind, they're in darkness. So you want to lead them from the shadows into the light. You want to hold them by the hand, and they want to trust you. They want to be reassured that they're making a very, very wise and the right decision. So when somebody brings up a negative question, or if they offer you an objection, all they're really doing is, please, can you help me past all my blind spots? Just show me the way. Show me where to place my feet. I don't want to fall. All right. So now let's talk about the 3 Ds of objection handling. So it's determination. You need to be determined. You want to have a very strong posture. You want to be confident. All right. And also the tripod of belief. That's another whole training here, but let me just mention it here. The tripod of belief is very, very important. It's belief in the industry of network marketing. You need to believe in it. Then you need to believe in our products, believe in GWT, our products, and our opportunity. But the most important belief is belief in yourself. So that is a tripod of belief. And if you have not gone through that training before, it's available on our YouTube, dedicated channel. And then dialogue. Dialogue. And that's what we'll be talking about today. It's about interaction. It's about talking with the prospect. You want to be comfortable. Our business is about storytelling. You need to be comfortable about, talking about yourself, talking about other people, talking about the products, talking about the opportunity. Just become a good storyteller and you become a very successful GWT luxury consultant. And then we talk about delivery. You need to be confident. You need to be enthusiastic. That's so very, very important. Now, we're moving along to the 3 E's on handling objections. Energy, enthusiasm, excitement. All right, you need to have all of these on your fingertips. These are the tricks, more or less, of the trade of the entire direct sales industry. Energy. Nobody wants to, you need to be put some energy when you're talking. All right, you need to match the energy of the person you're talking to. You don't want to be too energetic and go, beyond their level of energy, but you can go just a bit above their energy, but not too much. All right, so that you don't leave them behind. And then you need to be enthusiastic. All right, people buy you before they buy GWT, before they buy your product, before they buy your business opportunity. They will buy you first. So, and enthusiasm is contagious. All right, you can set yourself alight. People will come from everywhere to come and see you burn with enthusiasm. It's really contagious. And then you have to be excited. I am so excited every single time that I'm talking about GWT. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do my daily method of operation. I need to talk to somebody, a new person, about this opportunity, and I'm so excited from the moment I get up and I'm out. I can't wait for it. And this also rubs off on your prospects. Moving along, we'll talk about the 3 F's on handling objections. It's a feel, felt, found. All right. So most times people come at you with objections, and you need to be able to, respond and put yourself in the shoes. They want to know that, you're just like them. So you can say something like, Mr. Prospect, Mr. John, Jane, I felt the same way, about, network marketing, about, because a lot of people will tell you they don't want anything they've had, bad experiences, or they've heard about bad experiences, about people who have been in network marketing. So you want to show empathy. You want to empathize with them. Jane, I felt the same way. I feel the same way, when I first heard about network marketing. But, what I found, I felt, my experience was different when I eventually did my due diligence, and at the end of the day, I found out that, it was really different from what I was told about this amazing profession. All right? And you also want to be in tune, in touch with your My5, because that's the kind of story that you will use. You'll use stories of people who already are succeeding in GWT before you start to get your own results. So they are your third-party support, and they're credible. They're credible. So people most times will believe people that they don't know than people that they know. All right. So you want to always use a third-party credibility. Get your My5, on three-way calls. Get them in front of your prospects one-on-one or in group meetings. Let them do, breaking the ice, more or less, because people, they just want to have, their defenses broken before their mind begins to open to the opportunity of GWT. Now, if you sometimes some objections you hear aren't the real objections that people have. I'm telling you, people lie. They lie because they're insecure. Some people are just downright insincere, but most people, they're just insecure, so they want to cover up that insecurity with lies. So objections, they will not tell you exactly what it is. They'll just fake it. Okay, so you want to peel back the layers of the onion. So just imagine you have an onion. All right, if you have a fresh onion, in your hand, most times, the bark is dry. All right, but the real juice is in the middle, is in the core of that onion. All right, that's where you find the real juice, that's the real, the core. That's where you find the nutritional value of the onion. So you want to peel back, layers and layers of objections until you get to the core of the real reason why they're making that objection. All right, so objections like I don't have time. All right, and so you just respond by saying, so if you have the time, launch your VDM. Let me give you a practical example. A few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I went to the Canadian VFS visa application center in Lagos, and I was privileged to run into Basket Mount. Bright, that's his name, but a lot of people in Nigeria know him as Basket Mount. He's one of the top comedians in our country, and a lot of Nigerians will know him. And I just walked up to him, and I introduced myself to him. Everybody else was whispering, they were pointing at him. I just walked up to him because I'd not done my DMO for the day, which is at least talk to 2 people. So I said, well, let me do this with him. I walked up to him, made a brief introduction, and after I told him, it was really very quick. I told him I'm with GWT. Our company pays Hollywood. Our company, we have our products. Hollywood celebrities wear our products. So I just needed to get his attention. So when I mentioned Hollywood, immediately, his attention was immediately, up. And after I told him about what is available with us, he said, look, fantastic. You know what? But I don't have the time. I won't have the time to do this at all because I have shows. I'm thinking about shows. I'm thinking about traveling and all of that. You know what I said to him? Because that's not the objection. All right. Really, I just said to him, I said, yes, right. I know that you don't have the time right now. But guess what? Our opportunity will give you the ability to earn income when you don't have the time to do what you're doing right now. And he just paused for a minute or two and said, you know what? You're correct. So, I'd like to hear more about GWT. That was it. So I had to peel the layers of the onion to go right down. So the objection was not really time. The objection was just, he didn't have, the patience to listen to what we have. So you just need to get to the core and ask the right question. You can get another objection, I don't have the money. So you can respond by saying, so if you have the money, would you launch a VDM? So most times the results that you get is that, what you will find out is the real core, of the objection you will find out if you just ask, the right questions, okay? So we have objection types. They fall into 2 categories. We have limiting beliefs in people's abilities. People just, they stop short of, everybody has greatness in them, but everybody just, they just remain in their shell. It saddens me at times when I see a bright young person and, they don't believe in themselves. You see that they don't believe in that's the worst case, but sometimes they don't believe in the industry of network marketing. Certainly they don't believe in GWT because they're hearing about it for the first time. But sadly, a lot of people don't believe in their own abilities. Okay? And of course, the second limiting belief is limiting belief in network marketing. So a lot of people don't have that background about network marketing. So those are the 2 major types of limiting beliefs. So we've recapped on the mindset that you need to go into when you're handling objections. So we need to move very fast to where we stopped the last time, which was objection about not having money. All right, so this is where we stopped. So a lot of people, we talked about, last time about people saying, I have no money, and we actually, talked about. So this was the first slide that we talked about. So you want people to know that, all they need to do is, they tell you an objection, I don't have money. So you say something like you spent $499 or $3,099 on things that never paid you. A lot of people spend a lot of money every single day, every single month, and it's little, small trickles, turn into an ocean. All right, they spend money on alcohol, they spend back. Is it not the right time to start, spending money on something that will pay back over and over and over again, not just for you, but your family? So it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Make people realize that they can start today. All right. I'm actually talking right now to a prospect from Argentina. She just found me on Facebook a few hours ago, and she's ready to get started. But she told me, um, I, I, I don't want to get started now because it's not easy for me. Okay, so immediately, I know that it's going to be about the money. So just before I came on the call, I just said, you know what, I'm going on the call right now. I'll get back to you after an hour or so if you're available, and then we'll talk about what's holding you back from launching your virtual designer mall today. Every time I talk to somebody new about this business, I want them to launch the business today. 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 It's very, very important that they launch today. And we'll be talking about how and why they need to launch today. And once you make them understand that, they will launch today. We can ask again, did the designer product that you bought ever pay you back? People have money to spend. Look, we're in the best industry in direct sales. We have products that people want. People spend a lot of money on designer items just to feel good. It makes them feel good. It makes them to feel good. All right, so you ask them a very simple question. Have you bought a designer item before? And say yes. Well, did they ever pay you? And the answer you'll get is no. Well, how about you come into GWT and start getting paid for wearing luxury designer items? Or you can say, again, if the objection is money, I don't have money. Well, if you don't have money, then what have you been doing for the past 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 50 years? Whatever you've been doing before is not working. You need this business to save you a lot of money for people who are in areas where they get tax savings from having, a home-based business. This is your response. And if you're not in a location where this applies to you, you can still use this same response. Because I mean, if you ask me, remember, there's a very popular saying: if you keep doing the same thing, what happens? You keep getting the same results. So if you're not getting the type of results that you want in your life, it means whatever you're doing, it's not working. At the end of the day, you tell your prospect, for me, spending $499, $169, or even $3,099, you know what? A day will come in my life that I'll look back and I won't even remember spending that amount of money. What will matter to me is whether I did all that I could do to leave a legacy behind for my children, for my family, for people around me. To have known that I tried and gave it my best in life, guess what? It's a satisfaction for me. Because if you think about it, if you ask me today, all right, at the level where I am right now, the amount of money that I paid to start this business, I don't even remember it. I don't. And I don't care to, because it's been multiplied many, many times over. So that is the kind of, response that you give to, objection about money. All right? Dr. Anthony, are you there?
Abdul, thank you so much, Ari Abdul. I think we can just role play now. So
Dr.
I'll
Anthony, are you
just,
there?
yes, I'm here with you. Can you hear me?
I need to know that,
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so I said I think we can role play now. I'll just
I can hear you, sir.
I'll just be the one giving the objection, and we're out on the streets, and you're trying to
I can hear you.
get me
Go
to come
ahead.
on board. And then so I just give those particular objections, and then you go ahead and get me to come on board, by telling me what I need to know that will handle
All right,
my
fantastic.
objection. Yeah. And so Here you are talking to me, and then I tell you I need time to think about it. I need more time to think about this business.
Fantastic. Yes. A lot of time, like I said before, a lot of people will come at you with different objections. So this is another objection. I need time to think about it. So when I get this kind of objection, or when you get this kind of objection, what you need to do is you need to make that prospect understand that, if they don't start, you want to ask, you know, you need time to think about it. What is it that you need time to think about? Can you tell me exactly what you want to think about? Because you want them, to, you don't want to leave that, you know, you don't want to go away from that meeting without answering all the questions that they have. All right. So some of them will come out and tell you exactly what is on their mind. But a lot of times you want to give them a reason not to even think about it. All right. So in this kind of situation, you want to, ask, make them understand that in our business, we have a very, very powerful system. Our free-flowing variable binary compensation plan is so powerful that if you delay, you're already losing time. The moment you delay, you're losing time. What that means is that you give them a very, very, simple example. And we have many examples in our company of people that actually, you know, started the business because they saw the value in the business and they saw the powerful compensation plan. And at the end of the day, that really paid off for them. And one of those examples is National Ambassador Reza Misgallo. So you want to give them this kind of story. Now, when he saw GWT in 2005, he was very busy. He had, his plate was full, but he saw the big, big opportunity and the vision of the company, and he said, you know what? I will launch my mall immediately. And that's what he did. And because of our powerful compensation plan, he began to save money towards products, by paying his monthly inventory account. So that secured his business. And for 3 years, he was doing that. And when he was ready for his business, after 3 years in 2008, he had accumulated group volume points up to $8 million in group volume points. That's because people were forced to place people, new people coming to the business, directly underneath him, even without him doing the business. So after 3 years, all he had to do was build his personal leg. In GWT, we build two teams, the left team and the right team. So his common team was building up to 8 million in group volume points. So when he decided that he was ready to do his business, he just focused on his personal leg, and within a year, he hit $1 million in earnings in GWT. So just imagine. I'll tell your prospect this story and ask them, if he had waited for 3 years thinking about it, and he decided to start his business 3 years, and he did not launch 3 years before that time, he will have lost $8 million in group volume. Do you want that to happen to you? Your prospect will say no. So that's a very good closing, objection. In fact, it's a very good closing question somebody can ask you, and you can explain very simply, this true story. In fact, I have a similar story, in my organization. There's a lady that came into my organization in February last year. when I got active in the business. And she said, I love the business. I like the products. I love the concept. However, I'm very busy now, and I will be ready. When I'm ready, I'll contact you. I didn't even know, then about the story of Razor. What I just told her was, we have a plan, and our plan is very, 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 amazing. If you do not launch today, if you launch when you're ready, you will be losing. You'll lose time. You'll lose a lot of people that can come into your team. So instead of allowing, yourself to be part of another person's team, why don't you allow, these other people to be part of your team if you launch today? And she said, what do I need to do? I said, well, launch your mall today and invest in your business every single month. Pay your monthly inventory every month. And that money that you pay is actually your money for you to buy products whenever you wish. And she said, wow, thank you for telling me I'm launching right away. We should launch a diamond VDM immediately. And as I speak, she has not launched even one personal VDM. However, right now, in her business, she has over 1,000 luxury consultants. And all of them have assisted this lady to accumulate over 700,000 group volume points. You do the math. You do the math. That's, income sitting inside of our business, and when she's ready to launch her 2 VDMs, she can start to cash out that money. So you need to educate. Remember, it's about education and understanding. Once you educate your prospect about, what they stand to lose, if they don't launch immediately, then you make them understand. Once they understand it, they will launch. Another way that you can answer this question is, you can say, just so I can get a clear picture, what specifically is holding you back? What do you have to lose? Say, the business is constantly going forward. Our business truly is constantly going forward. That's why I say to people, if you wait, you are too late. If you wait, you are too late. 1 minute, an hour, a day, a week. These are significant, periods in our business that can, change your business. It can change it drastically. One person can come into your team and blow your business, explode it. So you want to take that chance of, losing out on that person coming into your team? Once again, for people, who, get tax benefits from having home-based businesses, a tip that you can use, is leverage tax benefits of joining now. In America, if you're in America right now, or because I know we have, in fact, it's amazing. Our team has just grown, amazing over the last weekend. Just in a day, I know we got, a lot of people into our team. So we have people in US probably listen to us right now from our team. And if you're also in Canada or anywhere in the world where you get tax benefits from your home-based business, even from the meeting that you're having with your prospect, you can tell them that you can start to save, get tax advantages. All right, from this meeting, just this meeting alone, you can add this to your cashback, your tax benefits, and you can. This is an expense that will be allowed on your tax benefits. Just this meeting, you can write it off. So if you wait 1 month, you lose a month. If you wait 1 week, you lose a week. If you wait 2 months, you lose 2 months. 6 months, you lost 2 months. So explain what they've lost already by not having a business. Explain what they will lose. People hate to lose anything. Okay, so educate them about what they will lose. Make them understand that they will lose it. Guess what? They will launch. Leverage stacking effect of people above you, putting people below you. Remember, our free-flowing variable binary compensation plan allows other people to place people in your business. All right, so you can give stories of people who have missed out that you know. I've given you 2 stories of people who did not lose out because they made that important, decision when they did. So if you know any story about anybody who did not launch, okay? In fact, I know a story of a lady right now, okay? She waited 1 year. I haven't, I met with her yesterday at our tour, that we held here in Abuja. She's a lawyer, and I remember, I was called upon to speak with her a year ago about GWT, and she did not launch. She launched just less than a month ago, and she's regretting up till now, up till today, that she did not launch a year ago. So these are stories that you can tell your prospects about, waiting, thinking about launching. They will lose out. They will lose a lot, of group volume points, which at the end of the day is income that they've lost. So those are the kind of stories that you want to lose. All right,
Okay.
Anthony, are you there?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I heard everything that you said, but I don't like or wear jewelry, and I feel it's a business for females, and I'm not into jewelry.
Wow, I feel you're talking to me because that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. Okay. I actually started the business for my wife because I had that bias, thought that this was a business for ladies. But I'm so grateful that I was able to really see the big picture, in just 2 months, and I took over the business for my wife, and it's been wonderful. So I don't like or wear jewelry. It's a business for females. Ask, explain in business. It's not even what you like; it's what the masses want. Warren Buffett, he said, you know, um, let your your habits, okay, your habits should be your personal thing, but people's habits, should be your own business. That's what billionaire Warren Buffett has said. So let people's habit become your business. All right, so you want to tell your prospect that it doesn't matter. This is about generating income. You don't have to, love jewelry. You don't have to wear all the things that we make. You wear a wristwatch, okay? You wear shoes, don't you? But you still, I mean, do you like them? And the person goes, no, I don't, but you still wear them. How about, getting paid to wear them? And our business is about showing this opportunity to as many people as possible who benefit from wearing our products. You, in turn, will benefit. You can, share, examples of McDonald's. All right. I believe, that story, it's not about McDonald's. It's not about, Ray Kroc. I think that's the founder, the man behind McDonald's. It's not about, the meals. It's about, real estate. McDonald's, they built a big franchise because, they were looking for locations, to make more business, and that's how, the brand just grew. So a dream job versus dream. Dream job versus dream. What's your dream job? People will make money from things that they find passion in, right? So it's you just just peeling that layer of onion, peeling it until you get to the core and find out exactly what the root objection is. So for this kind of objection, you want to go down deep and find out what's actually holding that person back. It's not necessarily, jewelry. It's not necessarily jewelry. It's just something holding back. So you have to peel and peel and peel and peel and get right down to the objection, and then you can ferret it away, and the person will begin to see that, hey, you know what? I don't need to like jewelry to do this business. I don't need to love diamonds to do this business because, guess what? There are millions of people out there that love diamonds. So I just need to go and show them how they can wear diamonds, wear, luxury designer products, wristwatches, shoes, belts, and get paid for it. All right? Then,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I understand all that, Abdul. You're really getting me to I'm getting absolutely convinced and all that. But I need to discuss with my partner. My spouse.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Many times, all right, a lot of people, are not very comfortable taking a decision by themselves, genuinely. But other times, just to, hey, back off, okay? Just to push you away, they tell you, well, I can't take this decision by myself. I need to discuss with my spouse. All right. So you can say, something like, you may not be the best person to explain the business to your spouse or partner. How about three of us getting together? All right. Because definitely, all right, if he has his bias, if he has his objections, he definitely will not be able to even explain, you know, the business to his wife or to her husband. All right. So you just simply ask, politely, can we all get together? Would you do the business even if your spouse said no? That's another question. Would you do the business even if your wife said no? Even if your husband said no, would you do the business? Because you want to really get, to the real objection. That might not just be the objection. Okay, so that's how you answer that kind of question. And most importantly, you want to arrange, for a meeting, okay, with if that person still insists that, I need to talk about this with my spouse. Very well. Respect, their decision and say, fantastic. You know what? I'd love to get together with you and your spouse at the earliest possible time. How about we schedule a meeting for tomorrow? How about we schedule a meeting for next tomorrow as soon as possible? Because I believe you have shown interest in GWT, and I can't wait for you to get started. Because every time you wait, every minute, every hour, every single day that you wait, you're losing ground. Take it away from them. Remember the takeaway method. Once you take it away, they want it so bad. Okay, so that's how we handle that objection.
Okay. So, how do I know this company will last, Abdul? How do I know the company will be here for a long time?
Yes, this is another common objection that we get all the time. How do I know this company will last? Now, in my experience in direct sales, all right, there are basically five things that are very, very important before somebody, at the end of the day will commit to, joining a business. And the first one is the company. Okay. How long has this company been in existence? Do they have credible, management team? And we do have. Our company is going into its 10th year anniversary next year, and that's that's in fact, we're going into our momentum. We're going to momentum right now. Most companies, the first 5 years, there is the introductory period, and they're trying to try out so many things, structures to be put in place, systems and everything. So it's a trial period, and then from the 5th, the 7th year, they start to go into momentum, and they get into proper momentum, from the 9th, 10th year, and they're going, and the business begins to really, really, expand, explode all over the world. And then, from 30, 40 years is the maturity period of that business. So right now we have that in place for us. All right. So that, just give them the facts. We're going into our 10th year and we're going very strong. We have a credible management team who not only manage this business, but they've been in the field of network marketing before. Second thing, products. Products. We have the best products in the whole industry. It's fashion, it's visible, it's a culture. All right. Thirdly, you want a company that have leaders at the top levels who are successful, who are able to train you, not just you, but you and your entire team. And we have them. That's why we have My Five. That's why we have My Five in GWT. It's a perfect system. There's a support, in place for you to move from one level, in fact, to any level that you want in the business. We have a simple, the fourth reason, a competition plan, a simple competition plan that the average person can learn and deploy. Our free-flowing variable binary competition plan is something that anybody can learn and deploy at will. And the last thing is the fifth, in fact, the fifth thing, that you want to be in place before you join a company, you factor. Are you ready? All right? To do what you need to do to succeed, because you can have all the other, four, attributes in place. A good company with a very solid management, fantastic products. You have top leaders who are ready to mentor, coach, and train not just you, but your team, and you have a very simple and doable compensation plan. You can have all of that, but you, if you're not ready, can you apply? Can you do what it takes? Can you apply that marketing system to make your business work? That's very, very important. All right, so show them all the 5 attributes and tell them that the only thing missing is the 5th one, you. We have everything in place. Our business is here for the long haul, and tell them the history. We have a background of 100 years. The family of the owner of the business have been manufacturing jewelry for the past 100 plus years, 127 years this year. Do you think we will go anywhere? And the simple answer to that question is no. I believe that you're moving forward. So we're going to be around for a long time. So that's how you handle this type of objection.
Okay. So why did it grow so slowly?
Fantastic. Why did it grow so slowly? Well, you'll agree with me that anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. So we have a team of management, that is in place in our company with our CEO, Ramin Misgalo, who has come from a background of network marketing. He was in the field for 12 to 15 years, including, if you add, the experience, of our top management team, including our Vice President, Sanaz Human, we're talking about over 20, 25 years of field experience in network marketing. So the company has been growing at a slow but steady pace because we want to institute ourselves and build a foundation that is unshakable. And that is why today we are currently about to enter into our momentum phase. Tell them, this year, in the next 2 months, we're going into phase 5 of our business. So we've gone from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3 to phase 4. We're currently in phase 4 now, which is all about momentum. So, we're about to go into overdrive. All right, so you soon start seeing massive momentum because We have built a very strong foundation already. We can put a heavy building now on our foundation. We can take any amount. I mean, there are no slips anymore, so we have taken care of all the slips. We have taken care of. We have put, plugged all the leaking holes. Everything is about to erupt. So we have built our business on a solid foundation, and that's why it's taking us this amount of time to be ready for the massive explosion that is about to take place.
Okay, thank you. So, why do you think we have no competitors?
Excellent. We have no competitor because we make the best. We have no competitor because we are pushing the boundary of technology in every area of our products. And not just our products, but our, what's it called now? Our systems, okay? And we have no competitor because we have taken a lot of pains to look at all the pitfalls in network marketing. Give them statistics about the network marketing profession, the industry. 97% of all companies in direct sales in network marketing are either health and wellness, household products, or telecoms. 97%. So we do not want to create a company that will, struggle in that kind of, in those sectors. So we had to go into high-end luxury designer products, okay? And in doing so, we have carved a niche for ourselves because we're the only company. Remember, GWT is not your average network marketing company. In fact, I tell people that we're not a network marketing company. We are a franchise business. We give people exclusive distribution rights to promote our luxury designer products. We give you a virtual designer mall. It's never been done in the world before. So we have no competitor at all because we're doing everything first. We're doing everything first. Our products, for instance, we've just moved. We're always at the cutting, technology, at the forefront of cutting-edge technology. Our fine sterling silver right now, we're moving from 925 to 950 Selenium. Nobody was doing that 10, 12 months ago. Probably some companies have caught on, but we're the first company to start doing that. Our Ferry Mosh, nobody is doing 19 carats and 21 carats gold and diamond because they can't do it. So we have no competitor because we are definitely, at the forefront of creativity. We're creating new methods. We're creating new products. We're making new, technologies that nobody is thinking of already. So that makes us to have no competition. And of course, our free-flowing variable binary compensation plan, which is the foundation of all of our comp plan, nobody is doing that because we wanted to create, a system whereby everybody that comes into GWT gets paid fairly, and gets paid to infinity on the effort of people in their team. So we have no competition in that whatsoever. There's nowhere in the world where that is being, duplicated. Nobody can, implement that because, of the type of business that they do. And of course, we're in the high-end luxury, industry. Our products have a high profit margin. So it allows us, to have this incredible, wonderful compensation plan that pays to infinity. So we have no competitor again in that realm. We have no levels, we have no ranks. So it makes it possible for you to come into GWT and with the help of your team, you start to earn significant income in a very short period of time. I hope I answered that objection, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm very satisfied now. But I still have another thought that's really troubling me. Why are your products special, and why would people buy Ferry and not Gucci or Louis Vuitton?
That's very simple, sir. We're the only luxury designer brand that pay you to wear our products.
Ooh,
The only one in the whole world. And that's why we're special. That's why our products are special. Because, first of all, we're different from Gucci or LV. By the way, we're in direct competition with all of these luxury designer brands. But the biggest, difference is that unlike these other companies, you will not see our products on shelves in high streets, in big hotels all over the world. Because before you get access to any of our products, somebody has to introduce you to Ferry. Somebody has to introduce you to Ferry Mosh or Porsche. So people will buy Ferry and not Gucci or Louis Vuitton, because Gucci or Louis Vuitton or Prada or D&G will not pay you to wear their products. The best they will offer to you is when you pay for the product that you buy from them at the counter or at the checkout, online. Simply they send you a thank you, or they tell you thank you in the stores, and the next thing they tell you is please come back again, and make sure that when you're coming back, you come back with a truckload of your friends. Why? Because they want to share more of the profits that you generate by buying their products with their shareholders, the owners of the business. But in GWT, listen, our company is called Global Wealth Trade. Global Wealth Trade. We want to share our profit with you.
okay. All right, that's awesome. Okay,
We want you to save money every single month towards the products that you will naturally buy. You'll buy shoes, you'll buy wristwatches, you'll buy diamond. Awesome.
great. But I've never heard of Ferry, and no one has heard of Ferry.
Well, you just said it yourself, sir. You have not heard of Ferry. There's a first. There's a first time for everything. Okay? You first heard about Louis Vuitton in a day. You first heard about Gucci in a day. Okay?
True.
And today you're hearing about Ferry. All right? So Ferry has been around. This is our 9th year in operation. All right? We have beautiful products that people have been wearing. In fact, we have over 120 celebrities in Hollywood that prefer to wear our luxury designer products. We have captains of industries that wear our products. We have 5 sitting heads of states that wear our product. So you have not heard of Ferry because it is today that you've heard about it. So a lot of people are here. We have media accolades. Tell them about the media recognition that we have internationally. Canadian Jeweler, a company that's been around for over 130 years. They featured us 3 times in their prestigious magazine. They're reputed to be the most respected authority in the jewelry industry. This is what they had to say about us. They said our Ferry Mosh is an unimaginable ultra luxury jewelry collection. We've been, on different media accolades. Preferred Lifestyle magazine voted our Ferry President wristwatch as one of the top 10 best-selling timepieces in the world. Viva International, they voted our Ferry Stingray handbag as a handbag of the year for 2013. These are international companies. These are international. The American Business Journal, they've put us in their magazine not only in the magazine, but on top, on the front cover edition, saying that they've not heard about us before. I mean, and the things they're hearing, they put our company on the front. I mean, this is an American Business Journal. You can't get into that business journal unless your company is a stellar company. So give them these facts. Stories sell, facts tell. Make sure you always have your Mac pack with you, with all this accolades, all this third-party credibility. All right, and show them the facts that you may not have heard about us, but we're known all over the world.
All right, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, ROA Abdul. We we may need to have a third session on this training. We just hit a particular timeline, and it's been absolutely fantastic thus far. So enlightening. And I can tell you, we have so many people on this call, from several countries, and we have a lot of questions also. And maybe we should just start taking those questions, and then we take off on this particular training, handling objections on the next available webinar. Okay, so how's that, ROA?
Fantastic, that's great. I'll love to take questions right now. Okay, so please, you can start to open the lines for people that want to ask their questions verbally, or if they cannot, they don't have a good connection, they can type out their questions, and you can read out the questions, and I'll be very, very happy to answer any question that anybody has.
Okay. So if you have any question, please on the line, just raise your hand or type the question, and we will go ahead to take those questions. We have, of course, ROA Abdul available on the call to answer your questions. Now we have this question, ROA, from Ijoma Ejigwe. He says, I meet people who are already in network marketing, and they say that they can't join Global World Trade because the company they are with frowns at them joining other networks. Do we have such rules in GWT?
Fantastic. We do have a rule in GWT. GWT says, you know what? You can do GWT and you can do any other business. The only thing that you cannot do is that you cannot go up stage and talk about GWT and go to the next stage and talk about another business. All right, so you're restricted from publicly promoting GWT and another business, but you can do GWT and do another business. All right, so what that means is that you cannot be, it's conflicting. If somebody comes to a GWT tour and sees you making a presentation, and then the person is invited to another opportunity and they see you making another presentation, I mean, you lose credibility. So our business is about credibility, is about integrity. So GWT will not allow you to promote GWT and another business, publicly at the same time. Now, for people that you talk to who give you that kind of objection, it's very easy. Like I said, facts, stories sell, and facts tell. It depends, okay? You want to ask them, of course, you know what they're doing, what industry are they in. So I am very, very particular about the statistics. I'm a student of facts. Facts tell. It does not make, well, if the person is doing good, guess what? Fantastic. If they're okay with where they are, if they're making good money, fantastic. But if they're struggling in that business, then they need to look at global wealth trade, because we have the best opportunity. We have no competition. Our products are visual. Our compensation plan is the best. All right? So you want to present these facts to them. Of course, if they're good with where they are, fantastic. All you need to do is, you will know some people are just hell-bent, stubborn. They believe, where they are, they're closed-minded. But, tell them, look, have an open mind. Look at, GWT for what it really is, and compare it to what you have. We have, take them to our GWT.com. Compensation plan comparisons. The last time that I looked, there was a comparison of over company with GWT, and we beat all of them hands down. Hands down. No competition at all. It was not even close. So tell them, look, Mike, Janie, I just want you to take an objective look at what you're doing and what we have. Just be open-minded. Look at it for yourself. All right? So that's, the kind of way that I pursue those kind of prospects. And of course, if they still, want to stay where they are, well, there's nothing you can do about it. Well, there's something you can do about it. What you do is you keep showing them updates about, what's happening with you in GWT as against where they are, wherever they are. Okay, so that's how I'm going to answer that.
Okay, thank you very much, ROA. We have another question here from Ademola A. Abdul Salam.
Dr. Anthony?
Yeah, I'm with you. Can you hear me? Yeah, Ademola says, what if someone says, give me some couple of days to gather money for launching the VDM, and then days turn to weeks, weeks into months? How do you tackle that?
Okay, give me a couple of months.
No, give me a couple of days to gather the money for launching the VDM, and then days turn to weeks, weeks into months. How do you tackle that?
Dr. Anthony, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Well, fantastic. Well, like I said, that person just, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Dr. Anthony, can you hear me? Dr. Anthony, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Dr. Anthony, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Abdul. Just go ahead. I can hear you.
Hello? Okay. So he said, if somebody told you that, give me a couple of days, I will gather the money, and then, it turns to weeks, months. Is that the question?
Yes, that's the question. So how do you tackle that?
Wow, looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Please, can you indicate? Okay, so I can go ahead. All right, so the person tells you that okay, fantastic. So they tell you that okay, they will gather the money in a few days or in a few do you a lot of people want to start with the diamond VDM, okay? They want to come in at the best package. Okay, so you want to share with them that listen, you don't want to wait until you gather enough money to do the diamond VDM or the gold VDM or even the silver, or even you can start at a level that is comfortable for you. In fact, tell you what, so it's really, being very, very factual and open. You want to get once again to the root objection, all right? Or, so you want to, let me give you a clear example, okay, of somebody, who is in our team. Danny. Danny is in Ghana. Danny is doing wonderful right now. He came in. He launched, you know, um, a silver VDM last year, and then Danny started studying the business, and I was fortunate enough to go to Ghana, and who says he doesn't have the money, he doesn't, have the money yet, so, and then of course, if the person doesn't really have the money, okay, you can become creative and show the person how, they can come up with the money by simply saving, putting all the things that, normally they can, do without. A lot of people spend money on so many mundane things, and coming up with 169 Canadian dollars, they can do it if they just, be serious and creative about, moving ahead with their life, because they keep spending money on all of these things that is not written. There's no investment. I mean, no, what do you call it? Return on investment in what they spend. So make them understand that they can leave off all this, unnecessary spending and save money and start their business even at the retailer position and go to work and take advantage of the Diamond Rush promotion, and they can become a diamond within their first 30 days in the business.
Okay, awesome. Uh, we have another question here, ROA, from Melanie Mystical Cat. Melanie says, I have this prospect, but just wants to be friends only. He says he can't invest in anything right now as he's trying to get his lady friend to Canada from Poland. He cannot see the big picture of the benefits of our company. How can I approach him better as he wants free products to advertise for us, and that is the only way he wants to be involved? So how do I approach him
Fantastic.
better?
Fantastic, Melanie. Good question. Friends, that's where you start from. Remember, our business is about building trust. All right. So the more friendly you become with this prospect, the more the person is going to trust you. So what you do, since he's open, okay, to bringing, other people to looking at our products, that's fantastic. What you do with that kind of a person is, okay, you know what? Every time you show me a new person, and the person maybe launches their business or they make a purchase, from my VDM, I'm open to sharing, any retail profit that I make, okay, with you. Or, if the person launches, okay, and I get a wholesale profit, I can share that wholesale profit with you, and you can use that to actually start your business. Because the more you're referring people to me, you see, I'm making more money, but you can do the same thing for yourself if you become part of this business. If you launch your VDM, the same effort that you put into in showing me all of these prospects that you know will be open to our business, okay, these same prospects will do more for you than me. And I'd want you to create residual income for yourself. So I want you to put all that effort that you're helping me to build my business into building your own business. And guess what? We'll be building our business together. Okay, so you share updates with that person. Okay, if you have local, events, where you are, invite that person, to see other people who are succeeding. It's most likely the person will see other people that they know in that type of gathering, or they'll see, when people give their testimonies, they'll see people who are in the same kind of situation that they are, who moved on to becoming a GWT luxury consultant, or they'll even see people that they are far off, better off than in terms of their standard of living, or in terms of their type of work that they do, who is doing the business. And association, it's very important. Because if you do it in isolation, just one-on-one, the person might not see the big picture. But if you invite the person to events, events are very critical in our business. Events, will change your business. That's why I encourage people all the time: attend tours, attend training events, online, live. Do it, and do it with your team and your prospects. Even if your prospect is not going to appear at a meeting, go to the meeting. You will learn something new. All right, so invite that person, give that person updates about what is happening, new products, that the company is launching, new incentives that we're launching, incentives. We have the CDSC right now, the ocean thing coming in, just show them that we're progressing the business and they're losing out. All right, so the more that the person sees, this kind of progress, the more likely the person will launch their business. And of course, when the person knows that you want to share a part of the money that you make from their effort, they'll very most likely launch their own VDM as well.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, ROA. We have another question here. I think I can see Sandra Okoli.
Okay.
Her hand is raised. Um, let's unmute you so you can ask your question. Sandra, I've unmuted you. Can you unmute yourself at your end and go ahead and ask your question? Hello, Sandra. Can you just unmute yourself at your end and then go ahead and ask your question?
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good
Good evening,
evening.
Sandra. Nice to hear you. Go ahead with your question. Sandra, can you hear me? Wow. Did we lose Sandra?
Hello, Sandra. Are you there?
I think we lost her.
Yeah. Okay. I think she's actually sent the question as a type message.
Okay.
She says, "Please, can you explain further the residual income in GWT? When is it paid?"
Okay, the residual income in GWT, when is it paid? Fantastic.
Yeah.
The residual income is our team commissions, our binary team commissions, okay? And it starts to get paid once your team starts to grow and they're, accumulating, you start to accumulate group volume points in your account, okay? And every time you have accumulated up to 5,000 group volume points, that is divided, that is spread between your two teams. We build two teams in GWT, a left team and a right team. So each team is expected to contribute at least 1/3 of 5,000 points. 1/3 of 5,000 points is 1,667 points. So invariably, that means one of your legs must do 2/3 of 5,000 points. 2/3 of 5,000 points is 3,333. So if you have 3,333 points on one team or one leg, and you have 1,667 points on the other team or the other leg, you will earn $500 if you're a diamond member, or you will earn $375 maximum. If you're a gold member, you will earn $250. If you're a platinum member, you will earn $125 if you are a silver member, and $50 if you are a retailer maximum in that week. So for multiple 5,000 points that you're able to accumulate on both your legs, you'll earn multiple 500, 375, 250, 125, $50 every week. So that's how you build residual income. You start to earn residual income in GWT. So just imagine you help somebody start their business today, you show them how to become a shareholder 16/6, and they start to build their business. Once they go to work and start to build their own team towards attaining regional ambassador, guess what? It starts to build, group volume points. All right, everybody works together. It starts to build, and everybody account. You will see that group volume points it keeps is recurring. And the great thing about it is that if you're a diamond member, okay, the points are actually diamond members get three VDMs: VDM 1, VDM 2, and VDM 3. So all the current points that accumulate in VDM 1 is actually replicated for you and saved up for you in VDM 2 and 3, and those will pay you later on once you hit $10,000 in weekly commissions. Okay, so that's why it's very important for you to become a diamond member as quickly as possible, because you maximize all the income that is available in GWT. So that's how we earn residual income. It comes via the group volume that is accumulated by you and your team.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Abdul, for a very fantastic, awesome training tonight. We, everybody on this call, we're fired up. We're ready to go for the week. We're going to go out there and make things happen. Absolutely fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the privilege and the honor, to have hosted a very fantastic call tonight. I've had a tremendous, tremendous, amazing time, and I'd like to challenge everybody who's on this call. First of all, if your team is not on this call, you have not done them good, okay? Make sure that the next time you invite all your team to be on the call with you. My next challenge is for you to go out there and get it done. Go out and do it this week. Do it every day of the week. Do it every day. Keep doing it until you hit that target that you have set for yourself. Remember, if you don't have a target, you're not going anywhere. to fail. What's the difference between today and tomorrow? You leave it, you need to implement it, and then go out and achieve exactly what you set for yourself. And in doing so, guess what? You'll have, started a duplication effect for your team, all right, for everybody in your team, and that is going to show everything, okay? Will show up next tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. So make it count. Go out there and do it. Have a lovely, lovely, productive week ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Abdul. Absolutely, we are going out there. We're going to make things happen. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, just a comment from Safia Madi. Awesome training, Ari Abdul. Well done,
Thank,
Anthony. You both make us proud. Thank you,
thank
Safia.
you.
Uh, just a few announcements as we close this call. Get ready for the awesome forensic networker uh, international. I call that the international most advanced training university. MLM's most advanced training university course that will be taking place very shortly. That will be from July 10th to 11th, 2015 at the International Plaza in Ontario, Canada. Get your tickets ASAP and get ready, for that amazing, amazing training. Again, our CEO, Mr. Ramin Mesgalu, the visionary for this company, has given us a fantastic opportunity to support the people in Nepal who were hit by a devastating earthquake um, a couple of days back, and we have the May 21st, 2015, as a deadline for us to give towards that relief fund. And our amazing CEO and our amazing company, Global World Trade, has decided to match every donation that we make dollar for dollar. Let's go out and help these people in this particular country, Nepal, to ease the pain of the devastation and the losses that they suffered. Remember, we are people helping people. Our next webinar will be on Tuesday. The Fast Start webinar is a webinar you want to have all, especially all new LCs in your team. You want to have them on board. They will know exactly what they need to do. They will know what they need to, the next steps they need to take, and it will help your team to grow. They will grow. They'll be happy. They'll be excited. You need to get them to register for that webinar. You need to get them to be on the webinar. Show them what to do and get them on the webinar. You don't want to leave anyone behind, for that Fast Start training webinar of Tuesday night. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, all our RAs on the call. Thank you very much, all our leaders on the call, and every single person who made it on the call tonight. You are absolutely fantastic. Have a great night and bye bye from